Hey, what's up, guys? So, oddly enough, just talking about Updog, and he's in the matchmaking. So, this might
Wow.
happen. Let's take a look at the ranking. So, as you can see, there are some pretty strong guys in this one. So, we'll see how this goes. So, what I'm going to do here is we're going to go through each room, one room at a time, kind of like I did last week. So, on defense and offense, striker characters with ability block gain 50% damage. Raider characters on turn, if character has ability block, clear ability block, and heal self for 10% of max health. Skirmisher characters on successful attack apply ability block. So in this room, when you're looking at the ISOs, what I'm thinking is still to go with Fort on Black Knight because he'll get the drain, and that's a big part of why he keeps his health up. And it's untested, but I'm going to go with Skirm on Panda Pool because Skirm seems to be the best ISO for him. And we'll just hope that he doesn't get ability blocked or anything like that. And Striker on Deadpool because he can clear the ability block. And so I have Raider on the other two, especially Colossus, because I need him to go through his abilities to protect X-23 and call for assists. Also with room 1, what I'm looking at here is, of course, I have Black Knight as pre-taunt. He's going to counter every time he's attacked. And that gives Panda Pool a chance to start taunting. And with Deadpool in the corner, Panda Pool will get a decent amount of revives. And with those two taunting, it gives Colossus a chance to start using his abilities. So when he uses his ultimate, that's going to give defense up and some other things to X-23, as well as call for assists on the enemy with the highest damage. So just as a recap, Colossus is going to prolong the duration of all positive effects on himself by 3 up to a maximum of 5. He's going to prolong the duration of all positive effects for X-Men allies. He's going to get 2 death proof, 2 charges, and since there's no Kitty Pryde, he's going to call for an assist from X-23 to attack the primary target. X-23 has quite a bit going on, but the biggest thing is that when an enemy drops below 50% health, she'll fill her speed bar. She's going to get 2 evades, and she's going to get 50% chance to crit. And so Colossus, if he gets a chance to attack, he'll get 140% focus. With Deadpool on turn, he's going to clear all negative effects from himself, and he's going to heal for 20% of his health, 15% per negative effect that he removes. And with Panda Pool, when his character drops below 50% health, he's going to clear 2 negative effects from himself, gain taunt, offense up, 2 death proofs, and he's going to heal Deadpool for 10% of his max health. And so on allied Deadpool's turn, he'll gain assist now. On death, 20% chance to revive with 50% chance of this character's max health. For each Deadpool ally, 40% chance to revive with additional 25% max health. So he's going to give himself and Deadpool 50% armor, 75% resistance, and 50% drain. And that's how I'm hoping the two of them will keep healing themselves up to help drag out this fight. So in room 2, on defense and offense, all characters, rooms count as a raid, lower resistance and healing by 50%. And so where we are in CC right now, Spider Society is the best team to put in room 2. And I was holding out for the last 2 weeks, so hopefully I can get a good run in with them in room 2. In room 3, on defense and offense, all characters. On turn, if character has taunt, gain offense up. On turn, apply assist now to all allies with offense up. So, I wasn't sure to run this team in this room, but the last couple weeks, Doolin has been getting some good success with them. And I do like the idea of Black Order with Quicksilver, so I'm going to run them in 3 because it helps me spread out my defense and make my other rooms a little bit tougher. In room 4, on defense and offense, villain characters, ultimate abilities cost 2 less ability energy, lower max health by 25%. And so with this one, I want to shoot over to the kits a little bit just so we can get a refresher on what's going on here. I think we're pretty familiar with Cap and Peggy and Dorman here. And guys have been using Morgan, but let's go back and take a look at Morgan and Archangel for what they do as Horsemen. So of course, ability energy is 2 less, and that can help with them getting turns. Morgan isn't really that fast, Archangel is, so that'll help. But at the end of the day, she's going to spawn with Barrier. She's going to apply Safeguard to herself. And depending on what's used in here, maybe, Tangle Web, she's going to fill speed bar by 5% per mystic enemy, up to a max of 20%. Now down here, we have Horseman allies gain 50% max health, gain 100% resistance. And so that's going to help a lot, especially for Archangel, because he's not as tanky as she is. Not that she's tanky for where the game is now, but 2.8, 2.9 mil health is pretty good. Still has good damage. So Archangel, on kill, generate 1 ability energy for self and all Horsemen. On enemy death, attack the most injured enemy for 200% piercing, ignoring taunt and stealth. Reduce speed bar for all enemies by 10%. So these 2 things could be pretty big in here. And with him getting more resistance, that'll be a big help for him. In here, on his character turn, Horseman ally crit, heal self, Apocalypse, and all Horsemen for 3% of this character's max health. And so Horseman allies will gain 30% armor and 15% crit chance. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change Morgan to Raider, and we're going to hope that she gets a crit. And if she does, that could help me out quite a bit for this room. Room 5, on defense and offense, all characters. With blind, lower that character's speed by 5% and armor by 25%. Ultimate abilities apply blind to primary target. So we're very familiar with how the Extreme X-Men work, and when referencing the counter sheet, there's been only 1 counter listed. And so it just makes me think that it's a difficult room, and the typical counters may or may not work, but they've got to go in there with their top team. Room 6, on defense and offense, all characters, on crit, apply bleed to the primary target. And so the rest is for Ghost Rider, or the different Ghost Riders. But as we know, Infinity Watch does well just about anywhere you put them. And so all I'm looking for out of this room is that they give a slugfest and drag down efficiency. So that's my defense, guys. We'll see how this goes. And once again, I use the MSF counter spreadsheet to help figure this out, and how I've made adjustments from yesterday when I was just kind of going on the fly from my last week's battles and focusing mostly on Deadpool and Pandapool with X-23, Colossus, and Black Knight. So this video is a little more balanced and focused with the rest of my teams and how I think I can do pretty well with them going into this week. Okay guys, chat later.